Alright guys, bringing you one of my favorite decks to profile, Magical Musketeers. We'll start off with 3 of our main boy, Caspar. He'll search you out any card you need within the archetype. Freaking phenomenal. Starfire will special summon you out one. Now how all these Magical Musketeer cards trigger is a spell trap has to be activated in their column that they're placed in. Either on your opponent's or your side, which is amazing. And then you can get into positions where you chain block, which is great and guarantee your plays. Kid Brave, pretty much you pitch a Magical Musketeer card that you don't need at the time or a duplicate, and you'll draw 2, which is amazing because you can fix your hands, draw your hand traps that you need. The whole archetype's a lot of hand traps that get to activate because you have a Magical Musketeer card out on the field. And they all do that. They allow you to use the spell and trap cards. So his effect, when a spell or trap card is activated in the column, he'll be able to get you back one Magical Musketeer card. It could be a monster, spell, or trap. So anything from graveyard, you can recycle it back and keep using it. Doc's amazing. Calamity, she can get you a special summon from the graveyard, which is good. Plus it goes along with the 4s that we like to see for a certain card. There's the Wild. Just give you another name, another play. Have a summon so you can. It could be another Doc, but I like having another name and another one with a star count of 4. So it makes it really nice. They're kind of going second build, so Prank Terratops is very nice, as it can out a lot of things and give you the ability to punch over, which this deck it's kind of hard to punch over things because they're small monsters. 2 Ash Blossom, I mean, who doesn't run Ash? This is just amazing. Nibiru. No, we don't want combos to ever happen. So we definitely want to be packing Nibiru. Just like Ash, we want to kind of stop our opponent from having a huge field that we can't come back from. This deck will generate a lot of resources and make it very hard on your opponent if they're not allowed to establish a field. Cross Dom, negate the effect of a monster, and attack and defense becomes 0, which is amazing. Quick play. So during that battle, this thing will out a lot of cards that you need out and get some effects that you need to resolve. Mind Control. Everything is you lay it down. It's a problem card for your opponent. Usually they have to react to it, or it's very hard to react to, and you can out their field while triggering your Magical Musketeer cards. So, a very good card. Bonded Desires. Yes, I definitely want to play this. I do not fear away from this card. I want to see my hand size grow because if I have more resources than my opponent, then I'm going to win the game. That's why I always can stay ahead of my opponent, having more resources. Upstart, it's pretty much just another freebie because you can use it, trigger your Magical Musketeer card, and go off your monsters, and yeah, just go off with it. It's amazing. And yes, there it is. Double or nothing. Like I was saying, the deck's pretty hard to have attack monsters to really be anything. So yeah, double or nothing allows you to punch over and make easy games. And yes, I don't. I'll still resolve the Pot of Desires. I do not make that a main play. If it happens, it happens. Talking about the double or nothing, I'll still use the engine the way it's supposed to be played, and if double or nothing pops up, it pops up. I mean, it's nice, but you don't have to have it, but it's nice. And then Regeki, Then again, trigger, chain block, clear fields. It's nice. Monster Reborn, you never know. I mean, they could outage your stuff, and you need your Magical Musketeer on field to go off and start resolving your plays, and then get your hand traps live again. Or they could have a juicy something in their graveyard. Monster Reborn does come up. I mean, this is a going second build, so I kind of do lean for the Monster Reborn. I know it's interesting, but I like it. 3 Desperado. You get to pop a face-up card on field. This thing is disturbance. Oh my goodness, this thing's amazing. Your opponent thinks they have something established, and then, oops, sorry, nope. Needle Fire. Remove 3 cards, just cards. Mine or my opponent, which is, I'm going to hit my opponent, and it's up 2, so this card is amazing, especially in the format where everything is kind of hitting the grave and have an effect, or resources engraved to be utilized to maybe come back the next turn. You can just go and hit, your Dancing Needle and out all the resources, which is totally amazing. And yeah, we do not like combo decks. We do not like combo decks. We like controlling everything. So we like keeping it nice and even. Exactly. And 2 Last Stand. Because why not be able to negate a spell or trap card? I mean, why not? It's too good. Alright, going on the extra deck, we'll go with 3 of your Magical Musketeer Max. This boy is crack. Your opponent will go build a board, and you'll get a resolve or whatever, or you could just go ahead and not pass priority at all and hope this doesn't get ashed, or whatever your grand scheme is, or if you have Needle in hand, so you don't have to worry about the hand traps except for like Gamma. Then yeah, you can not pass priority, go right into him, and get way more resources to use on your opponents, out their field, and be in a way better position than they are. Which is, this guy is just amazing, because you get that to resolve once, okay, great. I kind of like equaled out the field, and I kind of got a leg up getting my stuff to resolve. Okay, but then you get the second one, it's like, okay, now I'm really, really in the game. And it's like, do I really need the third one? But it is a resource game, and hand size does matter. So, yeah, it's a big deal. Hip Hop Shogun. Alright, these are light monsters, and if we go grind game, I guess you can return your Magical Musketeer Max. But it's mainly there for, just give you a little bit of a punch if you think you need it for whatever reason. And yes, Boral Sword Dragon, because this deck's hard to hit our monsters. So we need big boys. It's like Utopia double. So we can get our double or nothing, go into Utopia, attack for 10k over an attack position monster, and win the game. And if we end up outing our double or nothing due to our desires or whatever, we can still go to Utopia Lightning, which is an amazing card. Never underestimate the Lightning. Nothing's funnier than going with your your Link monster, Magical Tier Max, and Babushka in defense. They can't go to resolve anything, and your hand traps are live. It's the funniest game state ever. It's great. Yeah, your Magical Musketeers are just weak. So being able to go into Gaga Samurai and attack 19 twice can cinch a lot of games. Can really put a lot of pressure on them, if not cinch it. Abyss Dweller, because, it's Abyss Dweller. Here we go. Here's some spice. You've got a problem card. You can out it, go into battle. I know it costs a little bit. You're going to have to pay to out this card, but you do have a possible out for a big monster. You can kill it off with this thing. Yeah. Since we're playing the Nibiru so hard, we're going to play the Granite as well, and just make sure we can guarantee the Nibiru when we think we need it. Which probably won't, but... And when we're completely out of resources and we just do not want to give up the game, we can drop the X-Ton Knight and hope he puts in work for us so we can maybe draw a couple cards and get back into it. Whatever. And then your Stone King Darius. Oh, wait a second. Did I get these ones wrong? Yeah, I got these ones wrong. Okay. He's the one that takes out big boy monsters during battle. You pretty much have to pay a little bit damage or whatever to kill the monster, but it's an amazing card to be able to out it for rank 3. Sorry about that, guys. And yeah, Wave King Caesar is detach, and you can pretty much save your monsters or bring them back during the end of the battle phase that turn if they were get destroyed or leave the field, or I forget because it's exactly worded, but it's okay. It's kind of there as a attack, but there's that spice. He's a 3. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.